Well, it will be a somewhat normal Christmas this year as South Africans are enjoying more freedom under level 1. Last year we faced stricter lockdown measures under level 3. But with infection numbers still so high, how are authorities and people on the ground taking steps to keep safe? Well, our reporter Letiwe Mdluli is following things on the ground in and around Durban in KwaZulu-Natal. Letiwe, good afternoon. Of course, we know that KZN has now replaced Gauteng as the epicenter of the new Omicron-driven infection numbers. What's happening on the ground? Earlier you were saying the Minister of Police is going to be up and about.
Well, right now we are in King Shaka. We are actually with the police minister. He's busy with his inspections. He was earlier on at the toll plaza in Moy River, making sure that the traffic there is steady flowing into Durban. I'm now joined by the police minister, Minister Bheki Cele. Minister, how are you?
We are fine, and I hope everybody is fine. We can simply and safely say Merry Christmas to everybody.
Now, Minister, you've been doing inspections since yesterday in Durban. This morning you were at the Moy River Toll Plaza. Tell me more about that inspection.
Only the Moy River Plaza. We are taking care of the N roads, both the N2 and N3, but mostly the N3. I went past Maran Hill. There are soldiers there, but we spent a lot of time at the Moy River, where we have a big roadblock, very much together with a big number of soldiers, a big number of POP from other provinces. Itself is quite saturated. As you drive, you will see that these are the police cars. Most of them, they are unmarked. So we are very sure that we have taken care of N3 and N2.
And in terms of police visibility across the city, because a lot of visitors in the province of KwaZulu-Natal during this time yesterday, tell me more about your plans on that.
At Moy River, hundreds and hundreds of cars were passing. I'm sure in an hour's time you get a lot of cars coming down here, asking people where they come from. They come from Standerton, they come from Katlehong. There were a lot of them coming from Tembisa. But as we walk here at Shaka Marine too, most people, they come from Emalahleni. I don't know why they all come here. It tells you the story that the inland provinces, they come to a standstill. Come the Christmas, come the festive season, and everybody moves to the coast. That's why then we are moving our resources as the police to the coast. Yesterday it was announced that we have more than 1,000 police already. We have received more of those police. We have received more soldiers. But soldiers, they are more on the road in those strategic areas. We are very much satisfied. We are working together with the Metro Police. We were with them yesterday. We were with the mayor. We are quite integrated. But also on the roads, we are working with the ROTI, Road Traffic Inspectorate, and all other law enforcement working together. So the visibility is good. I was asking people here, how do they feel? Looks like everybody feels safe and want to make sure that everybody is safe.
And in terms of curfew, you said something about people partying until the early hours of the morning. Tell me more about the curfew. Are those protocols still in place?
We are still operating under COVID-19 regulations. It's important. One thing, we are moving around here with the manager of this place. They've got mask marshals. So they at the end, both exit and entrance, they put marshals to remind you about the COVID and make sure that your mask is on. It's quite impressive. It's one thing that I've discovered even yesterday when we went to Umlazi, Gwamnyandu and other malls there. Looks like the management is very strict with the mask, which is something good. But police themselves, We remember the regulation says we must remind you. If you don't do it, we take you, we pick you up, you get arrested. Nobody wants to be arrested at this moment. Numbers are still very much bad. Yesterday was 21,000. The last 24 hours is still 21,075 people have died. So we must deal with a full understanding that we are in the middle of that pandemic. Those that don't respect the law, especially the curfew law, will be there. Tonight, I'm not going to tell you where. We are having operation. We're starting a certain roadblock tonight, starting at 10. We'll be working there. But along the beach, we know that many people, they're at home, they go for Amapiano, and Amapiano and Boom all ends at 12, and everybody gets out of the road, gets out of the club, you get out of everywhere. If they can manage, limit the numbers, still enjoy yourself and limit the numbers. The COVID is still with us. So we are calling on people, but that does not make us very lazy. We are not lazy to enforce if it needs be. So help us. Don't drink at the public place because you are committing crime. And we'll make sure that if you drink at the public place, we'll confiscate that alcohol. I know people, they think that Cele is obsessed with alcohol. No, I'm not obsessed. I'm obsessed with the outcomes of the alcohol, the rapes, the murder, the crashes, the misbehavior. Those are the things I'm obsessed about, not alcohol per se. If you take alcohol, you drink well, you are social about it, we're all fun. But get drunk, you get swim in alcohol, and you do funny things, you are our client.
Thank you so much, Minister.
Thank you very much.
So, Pratan, that is the Police Minister, Bheki Cele. He's currently making sure that everyone adheres to COVID-19 protocols, but he is warning people that by 12, your Amapiano should be off. They will be out in full force, making sure that everyone adheres to COVID-19 protocols.